What's up YouTube, it's Elazardo here, back out with a brand new video, and today we're going to be checking out this brand new Napoleon battle. Sorry I haven't posted lately, I've been rather busy, especially with Napoleon videos. However, I really want to revisit this game because, quite frankly, I really love this game. So hopefully we're going to have an exciting time with this game today. Today I have an awesome battle of the flanks for you guys. I'll go ahead and put it on slow-mo so I can give you guys the whole view of the battle here real quick. On this side, we have Denmark's army, which looks absolutely wonderful. They have a pretty cool river crossing defense here. They have some Jaegers on this side as well as some line infantry. So the Britain can't really send cav over this way. So Britain mostly focused their army more on the center. And as you can see, Denmark also kind of changed their positioning this way to be able to defend this small hill right there. The British, defending the town, sent about half their army across the bridge to try and stop, take this open exposed field. And then the Prussian army right here has decided to support this Prussian army against the Russians and go ahead and stop the British push for the center, so the two other armies aren't outflanked. There's already some combat on this side with the skirmishers, the Prussian skirmishers, and the Russian Jaegers. However, the Prussian skirmishers do outnumber them, so I have high hopes for the Prussians on that side. Now looking on this side, as I said, we have British advancing from the town, and the second British army is also supporting the center here, and the Russian army is kind of off on the side, doing their own thing as of right now. I'm gonna go ahead and hit play and see what happens here. The secondary Prussian army lined some foot guards up here. I really love the look of these foot guards. They're just fabulous. I say this in every single video. I just love their little head dresses and whatnot, and they look very Prussian in my opinion. This battle is, I don't know, it's not very historically accurate, but the Prussians, the Russians and Hanover decided, well, hey, we're going to try and take over Prussia, and Denmark decided to help Prussia. The British are here because, believe it or not, the King of Britain, King George III, first, second, and third, were also Dukes of Hanover in the Germanic Holy Roman Empire. Interesting fact. So that's why the British are here today. They're advancing on the flank here. The Prussians do not have any light infantry here whatsoever. This Prussian army right here should turn around pretty promptly. Look at these foot guards. These are definitely going to be able to do some damage. Oh man, we already have some fire going right here. Look at this. This amazing line of fire right here from the bushes. They're pretty well protected too. However, they are firing a bit into the dirt due to that hill. But the hill is also protecting them from these British. They have a pretty good line of fire from over there. I just love Napoleon. Napoleon's a real classic game. I definitely want to start making some more Napoleon videos for you guys. If you guys enjoy it, make sure to leave a comment and a like if you guys enjoy this battle. This is an excellent positioning for the Silesian Schützen. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm not German. And over here on the other side, we have some more Russian Jaegers, as well as some musketeers who are taking losses. Just a tip in Napoleon, you never want to put your line like that. Oh, we have a cav charge here by the Prussians. Oh man, 23 of them left. I wonder what they are going for there. They're just retreating, I guess. And the Russian cav has decided not to pursue, which is an interesting decision by the Russian cav. Now back to here on the center, these Prussians really need to rotate. However, it's nice to see that there's a lot of cav reserve. The Prussians definitely have a good amount of cav reserve, and Denmark has, definitely a good amount of reserve. They have 2 units of these lifeguards who I think look phenomenal. I love their uniform. Very cool looking uniform. Denmark just has a really cool looking uniform. They have some cav in formation. The Prussians have decided to charge a cav. I'm not sure what they're going for, but they're going for something. Quick tip for all you beginning Napoleon players. If you have your cav like this, in this diamond formation, it's best to charge out the cav. but with this sort of straight formation, it's very good to charge infantry. Alright, here we go. So they have rotated this line, and the line battle here has begun. However, unfortunately for the Prussians, they do not have any light infantry, which will be rather costly. Oh man, these guns just sound wonderful. Listen to that. Look at that. Amazing. This is one of the reasons I love the game. Let me know in the comments which team you guys think will win. Alright, we got a nice cav charge right here. However, these Highland foot have been able to form square in time, and that's just it for this cav. This cav will not do very well. However, they are charging this Kingsman unit right here, King's German Legion unit, which is, it's alright, but the Hussars are again light infantry, so they won't do very well. Right here, the Denmark has actually moved their infantry forward, and they are charging their cav and their men. They're being relentless. Let's go ahead and see this cav charge right here, straight into these light foot guards who are just dead at this point. Right here, we have the Norwegian ski troopers backed by some line infantry, just destroying these foot guards and these rifles. This Denmark cav charge will definitely help out the Prussians on this side. This cav actually is staying alive. They're actually doing pretty well, considering that that's a square right there. Now, do not be deceived. The British foot guards are just called foot guards. They aren't actually elite units. This cav, these hussars here, are doing phenomenally, and this is a great charge because it actually allows the Austrians here to get free shots off against the British line right here, especially the square. Just free shots, free kills. These cav are retreating. He needs to move this infantry up, preferably, so they don't get the flank so much. This infantry is elite, so it should be doing very well against that unit. The cav is finally about to break. But Denmark's support right here has just been phenomenal. Look at that. This infantry, don't overlap your infantry like that, but aside from that, Denmark is just amazing. Look, these guys are already retreating. Denmark has done wonderfully here, being able to break the enemy. Alright, let's go ahead and check out what's up on the Russian side. On the Russian side of the battlefield, the Russians have managed to retreat. They've been driven back by these Prussian Fusiliers, and they are deciding to retreat across this side of the battlefield. Hopefully they will leave some reserves on this hill. They are leaving some reserves on this bridge to make sure they don't cross. These elite grenadiers, they look super cool with their hats. Look at those hats, they look super cool. Definitely a unit to watch out for, those grenadiers. Back on this side, the fight is still going on. The Prussians have charged, I believe, last reserve cav. Very good use of cav here, just charging them into these weakened, worn down lines. Like these British, they're definitely going to break. This unit looks like it used all of its ammunition, which is unfortunate, but it's been firing since the beginning of the battle. Hopefully it gets moved though, because, you know, if they're not firing, they don't want to take too many losses. Here we have this unit already breaking, and the Hussars will continue. There's just absolute chaos on this side, and this British army that's been sent forward from this town is just absolutely being destroyed. The British are sending up more reinforcements, but I don't think it's worth it. I think they should be able to just go ahead and pull back, because this army here is just surrounded by Denmark and Prussia. Excellent flanking by Denmark here. Thankfully to them, the Prussians did not take as many losses as it seemed they would have, and as you can see, just massive losses on the British side, and they won't be able to hold for much longer. You know what, let's just watch some of this battle here. Oh man, look at that. The British light dragoons are charging in here, but they managed to form somewhat of a square on time. This Highland foot's gonna be breaking soon. They don't have enough men to form square. Oh man, I just love watching like the one-on-one battles here. But the life of foot should easily be able to take them out. All the way on this side of the battlefield, the British general is dead at the hands of these Hussars, which is definitely a big blow. The British do have some reserves on this side of the battlefield, just in case they decide to cross, which is always good. Denmark is not doing very well on this flank. I do believe Britain has a cannon somewhere here because I just heard a cannon go off. Here's their cannon. I would move their cannon a little closer to here. Actually get some better bombardments off. Denmark is running up more troops right here. Line infantry. And these British cav are holding for now. The light foot here is still very much active, but not for long. This line infantry is giving them a quick and brutal end, most likely. If they charge, there's nothing left of this unit, pretty much. I assume there'll be meat shields. Back on this side, he is retreating, even his grenadiers, and the Prussians have been able to successfully move from this side of the river to this side of the river, and now they will definitely be able to hit this flank hard. A critical Russian error was moving all their troops back here. Sorry, my throat. They should have been able to keep some men on this hill right here, definitely, to be able to fire down onto the British. However, it was a big mistake. They did not do that, and the Prussians are free to just flank on that side, absolutely, which is a serious issue. Now, back on this side, these Prussian men have broken. This elite foot guard is gone off the battlefield, so they're no longer worried. However, these foot guards have managed to form square on time, and I think that will be the end of this cavalry unit right here. Yeah, they were trying to get away, but, you know, I doubt it. I love how they fly off their horses. It's a really cool effect, and the square is really cool. Look at that. Look at that square. Definitely deadly. Apparently, some people say that square actually helps against melee in the game. I don't know how much that is true. I've never really gotten a chance to test that out. Alright, so the British army is just... Both the British armies have just absolutely been devastated. They made the very foolish error of not watching out for Denmark, and their men just kind of swarmed through here, and you know, this is what happens when you don't wait for your other players. You get sandwiched between the other players of the opposite team, I mean. And look, now they're advancing up on this hill, and both the right flank and the left flank is just in mortal danger for the Russian-British alliance. So it looks like they'll have to be retreating to this small town right there. He's running his troops. He definitely wants to get them in position in time for this final battle that's about to happen. And oh man, look at that. Some of the British fell in. Very, very good shot by those cannons. These guys are running back towards this hill. Still some reserves on this side, so the British will not be pushing on this side anytime soon with anything. As for the British, they are marching their men slowly back to the town, and over here we have the British cav. What do they have here? They have some more light dragoons and King German's Legion, right? Dragoons. These are pretty good units. I don't play as Britain very much. I personally prefer Prussia. I'm France. Though Prussia doesn't have very good morale, their elite troops are definitely pretty good, and so are their regular troops. You know, they're pretty marshaled. So I tend to play as Prussia as a personal preference. But of course, you know, people have different fighting styles. Russia's Unicorn is definitely very deadly. Unfortunately, Austria doesn't have a lot of elite infantry. No elite infantry whatsoever, which is quite a downside for them. The Prussians over here have gotten into their line, and they are very much ready to fight for their fellow countrymen and defeat what remains of Russia and Britain. The Russian-British alliance should be taking this house very soon and fortifying it, hopefully, because that would be a pretty wise choice. They've left some men here and a couple cannons to make sure that Denmark does not cross. The balance of power is still, well, it's in the attacker's favor. By attacker, I mean the Prussian Denmark alliance, I guess, Germanic Northern alliance. I really love the general unit here. I mean, the general's guard and the general essentially look the same, except the general has these cool stars and different colored pants, because I guess that's important in battle. If he has different colored pants, he's the general. That's how you know. Alright. This is definitely a very fun game. I'm really, really hoping they either release an Empire 2 or a Napoleon 2 for Total War. I'm not a big fan of the Warhammer series for Total War. Alright, so Denmark has some troops here, and they have been the first to kind of help box in the British. But the British actually moved up their artillery, like I said, and Denmark being very, very daring here and actually moving up their Jaegers and their infantry. And the British, you know, the British are actually forced back here. They're actually forming up here. These are some elite British. This is the Black Watch, and they are charging some more cav for the British to actually ensure that, because these guys are undefended. However, Denmark saw this and he's moving up his infantry to try and protect it. Look, they're moving the square. And let's see. Will they get them? No, they're turning around. They're so close, but they ran away. Ooh, that's a really good canister shot position right there at these guys. Look, they've already taken a ton of casualties. That's just devastating. That's unfortunate for them. On this side, they are positioning themselves up, which is rather obvious, I guess. Here we have this really cool lake. I like the lake aspects of this. It's very water-based terrain. The carnage here was absolutely devastating. This army right here, this Prussian army, is resting up, and pretty soon I guess they're going to be deploying right here to fight this battle. Or maybe they'll be kept in reserves. You know, we'll see what happens. Looks like the British still have two artillery left. They still have that one right there. So, you know, the British still got a kick in them. And the Russians, the Russians got, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units left, yeah. And the British, I think about 7, give or take. So, you know, they still got a kick left in them. But this Prussian army right here is pretty much whole. Russia's big issue was that, you know, they gave up this place right here without a fight. See, there's like no carnage here. There's literally no carnage. I mean, these guys got picked off, but that's literally one unit. There's not that much carnage there. They just kind of gave up without a fight, which is unfortunate. And now they're gonna have to suffer the wrath, because essentially there was no real middle of this battle. There's no center. There was a right flank and left flank. You know, they kind of closed in. That was essentially the battle. This one's a real battle of flanks. You know, who can outflank who is really the thing here. We have a nice little church here. I feel like the people of the town are rather alarmed. This town is a very small population, I feel like. And most likely they've been evacuated. Hopefully. I mean, we don't want any civilians dying for no reason, you know. Alright, so the Denmark has actually been pushed back here. And the British are hot on their heels. They are setting back up here. One of these Jaegers actually broke. Very good positioning. But here we actually have one Denmark line infantry managed to pass through, and they're just running away from the British. They're running towards the town, but I'm pretty sure the British are going to shut them down pretty quickly. They have some foot guards that are probably going to line up on this hill. Actually, no, they might do a bayonet charge. Let's see. Looks like they're going to go for a charge. Yes. Well, hey, there's use the charge. Use the charge right into the flank. Oh, wow. Red versus red. Who will win? My money's on red. Damn. That's brutal. It's pretty cool, actually. The British actually have some more foot guards supporting them. Wow. So Denmark just keeps charging. They're relentless. Ooh, that was a shot right to the face. But they're going to be firm. They're going to hold this position. And they break, unfortunately. Yes, Denmark has broken here today. I mean, on this side, only on, Denmark is still very much alive. Anyway, leave in the comments what kind of battles you guys want to see, like what content you guys want to see, because it's been a while. There are probably some new games out. Just tell me what you want to see, what games you want me to play. I might release some Call of Duty 2 content soon, because I don't want to miss out on World War II. Definitely cool time in history. Well, of course not to be alive, but kind of reading the history books, I guess, is what I mean. Cool game anyway. I have very high hopes for that game, so I might do some content on that. Maybe some more Napoleon content. If you guys want any other Total War games, let me know. I might do some Hearts of Iron, maybe. If any of you are big Hearts of Iron fans. Hearts of Iron is definitely a game I've been keeping on my list to do some gaming on YouTube for, if you guys are interested in seeing that. Alright. These light infantry definitely need to be moved up. Alright, this battle is just phenomenal in my opinion. Alright, this line has finally been moved up. So we are finally ready. Ooh, the British being very tactical here. And the bridge is already at 16%. They're trying to destroy this bridge, I'm guessing. Which is actually very useful, because now instead of having to defend 3 fronts, I only have to defend 2. Which I mean this side and this side. This side's the most immediate threat though, so I'd move up a couple more men, but this is a very nice hill here. If the British have some light infantry, it'd be very nice to put right here. Oh yes, they have occupied this building, and the Prussians are actually moving back because they realize that this bridge is no good. It's about to fall apart anyway, so let's see what is it on? 48. Yeah, they're shooting at this bridge. What is this guy doing here? Look at him. He's just slowly walking. Look at him. This guy's just slow motion. He's not doing much. This is very not good. This will cause a lot of friendly fire. These forces should be moved right there in anticipation for this. I mean, look at this. This is some elite infantry here, more elite back there, and some more Prussians. Most of these are just not used. Look, 120, 120, 120. Like some of these guys, they haven't even seen combat yet, so they're definitely going to be useful. The Prussians are moving up the last of their infantry on this side, and let's see here. Let's wait for this Prussian advance. Let's go ahead and click fast forward. Let's go ahead and wait for this Prussian advance right here. Okay, the bridge should be going down soon, and Prussia has gone ahead and sent some light infantry to go ahead and harass these guys, maybe take out the cannon. Hopefully. Nothing's happening on this side. Denmark has retreated for now. This is a nice little town. Definitely love this map. Makes for really cool flanking maneuvers, kind of dodging these rivers. Let me know if you guys know where exactly in Europe this is, or where exactly in the world this is, because I don't really know any place like this in the world, with this many lakes. Oh man, this back maneuver right here is gonna be very, very painful for the Russians, because they are just gonna follow right down here, which leads them right into the back of the town, which is completely undefended. What is this? Oh, these dragoons have dismounted. Interesting. Alright, the Prussians are now moving up some Jaegers. The balance of power is still just about the same. If any of you guys are wondering what the balance of power, specifically what is it based on, it's based on numbers. Alright, let's see here. Some fighting has actually begun. These Silesian Schützen. I'm really not good with these names. Are advancing here. I'm not really sure what the Prussian player is doing with these Jaegers, but this infantry is advancing right here. They still have one unit of cav, I believe. No cav for the... No British cav here. Is this... Actually, no. Yeah, they have one more unit of cav left. Oh, this army's getting dangerously close. Look at this. And this is a big army, too, you know? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 infantry units. And horse artillery, too, so... Definitely gotta watch out for those. Sorry, my throat has been hurting a little bit, but I've been dying to do a battle for you guys.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
Alright, let's see who is fatigued. These guys are apparently tired. Which, I mean, I believe, I guess. Ooh, very nice fighting here. Look at this. And the British cannot do anything about it. They don't have any light infantry anywhere. So they're just scrambling to do something. And Prussia is just getting free shots off at this army right here. If Denmark or Prussia could move some artillery up, they could definitely damage this house right here. It does have 2 units, so that would be pretty deadly. These reserves are just hanging around. They're fresh, not even touched. Those guys are missing 10 men, but that's it. So they definitely have some reserves. This bridge is gone, though. So we will not be seeing that bridge anymore for this battle here today. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with this artillery. It's interesting because of its weird positioning. More free shots off here on this foot guard here. Interesting positioning of the foot guard, I suppose. He should... I'm not sure what I'd do in this position, honestly. The British and Russians are pretty beat at this point. They still hold, you know, this part right here, but I'm pretty sure Denmark is forming up for another attack. Yeah, they have some life guards and some more line infantry here. Prepare to help out. Let's see. Denmark's cannons are gone. Most likely moved or killed. Alright, so the British moved their artillery position a little bit here. And moved their men back a little bit. Oh, this is worrying. Look at this. Actually, look at that. Look at that. You see that flank right there? And that right there? So that is very worrying. There's a full Prussian army back here.
Our men are running, sir.
Yet again, this is why you do not give up the lakeside. Because this army that was all the way over there, it swung around all the way back here. And now you have this gigantic army to worry about. You have this giant army, just late battle, you know? You just have this giant army to worry about. You know, they can't do anything about it. They don't really have the infantry to take on this army, but I suppose, you know, we'll see what they can do. These foot guards are definitely gonna be deadly. All right, you know what? Let's see this volley here. That just sounds wonderful. And these guys are gone. These foot guards, I mean, these foot will not be able to do anything. Yeah, these guys are moving their flank a little bit here to better even out with this longer line right here. Alright, this. See this? Nothing can be done about that. This is not very good positioning for these musketeers. They are being shot at, so as these guys. They should definitely consider moving up their infantry, I guess. But look at all these skirmishers. So they're really closing in on this line. These two armies got together and are starting to close on this line. However, these guys, unfortunately, they're mostly firing into the dirt. They need to get them up more. And now we have this artillery moving up. And you know, the King German Legion Dragoons have decided to charge these foot guards, which is really not a good decision. I mean, I guess they could have been used better than that, in my opinion. This is great positioning for these Prussian Fusiliers here. They're just picking this foot guard unit off. This foot guard unit is pretty much done. If you notice here, this kind of wrapping maneuver here. Look at all this smoke. All of this smoke, like, from the guns, and you can just clearly see where the lines are just from this, like, aerial view of the smoke, like, you know, slowly dispersing. Look at this. This is glorious. This is truly, truly glorious. The British-Russian alliance will not stand for very long against this Prussian-Denmark alliance. And I guess the Prussians will be able to take Hanover from the British, because I guess that was their end goal from the beginning. Oh, look at that! Look at that face charge right there. I mean, that face attack. They're just gone. The British are gonna go ahead and, sorry, the Prussians are gonna go ahead and move their army to close in on this flank too. And look at this reserve unit here. There's just almost no way they can win. The balance of power is ever more in the favor of the Prussian-Denmark alliance here. These guys have actually managed to make it up the hill and are fighting against these dragoons. Poor dragoons, you know. They're used to riding horses. They don't really know what to do with those rifles. And this is just execution for them, you know. Alright, they're going to retreat soon. That's unfortunate for them. Oh, are they going to do another volley? Yes, they are. They're not going to hit anyone, though. I guess they're just scaring them. Ooh, look at this. That was not pretty for them. And just like that, this British-Russian army defense of this place is just gone. Now, looking back, the British and Russians made two very, very big errors. The British error was they pushed here, and as you can see aerially, it was a massacre. They got sandwiched between Denmark and Prussia. And on this side, as I keep repeating, Russia's mistake was they gave up the river without a fight, which is super unfortunate. You should never, ever, ever give up the land without a fight, especially if it's a river crossing. You should not do that. The Russians are trying to make a last defense here. They are retreating their army here. These grenadiers have survived, you know, the entire battle. This artillery piece, I'm not sure what the British are doing with it. They should definitely at least try to retreat it. I have a feeling Denmark might make a push soon, you know, finish them off, or they might just wait for the Prussians before they do anything. At any rate, let's go ahead and put it on fast forward again and wait and see how these Prussians advance on this side.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Yes, so as the guy said, victory is soon to be belonging to the Prussian-Denmark alliance here. Pretty cool battle, actually. Oh, look at this grenadier. He's like, oh, guys, wait for me. Oh, the grenadier's broke. That's unfortunate. They have this last unit left. The British are desperately trying to do whatever they can with their artillery here. However, I think this battle's as good as done for these guys. Look at these guys. These guys are untouched reserves. Look at this. They have untouched foot guards here. Alright. This infantry is moving this way. Gonna try to flank around, I'm assuming. Alright, let me know if you guys enjoyed this battle in the comments. below, and if you guys want me to do more content, you know, whatever you guys want, I'll do, you know, game-wise, because gaming's fun, you know, guys. Gaming is truly fun. Alright, these guys are marching up. These guys are forming up right here. These Grenadiers are still a very elite unit, so you know, you want to watch out for them, despite the fact that they're depleted. The British are going to go ahead and try to charge a cap, and the Prussians finally using their reserves. Actually, no, they're retreating their reserves and not even going to use them. They're just gonna mock the British and stay on this hill, like, ha, Britain, you're donezo. Oh man, look at all these bushes. Look at this. Look at all these bushes. It must be hard to see, like, you know, where exactly you're shooting from, like, this point of view. You know, the bushes are as tall as the soldiers. So you know, must be like, oh, I think I can see a faint red coat right there. But seeing the Russians, forget it. Like, you know, the Russians got at least a little bit of camouflage with their green on. British camouflage, forget it. Look at this red. Sticks out so well from that green. No British camouflage, no Cerritos. Let's see here. I mean, camouflage wasn't really the type of warfare at the time. I mean, they were just standing and shooting at each other. There's no hiding when you're standing and shooting at each other. Like, come on. Unless you're a Fusilier. Or a Jaeger, you know, in that case. Oh, wow. Prussians have no cav, so they're just gonna straight up charge their infantry. Oh, are these guys gonna get shot off? Probably not. That's unfortunate. These cannons have met their end. So watch some fighting here. Ooh. Ooh, that guy met his end. Oh, his hat fell off. Oh no. No, it did not. Imagine being one of these soldiers and you can just see fighting off in the distance there. And there we go, they broke. And Denmark is actually going to go ahead and cross again. But this British bombardment is brutal. The British are just stuck right here. This is their brave last stand against the horde of enemies right here. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you guys want to see more like this, or just more in general, you know. I got back into YouTube because I somehow gained 10 subscribers. Shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Because, you know what? YouTube is fun, gaming's fun, like I've said before. And I hope you guys enjoy my content just as much as I enjoy making it for you guys. Special shout out to Robin, who helped me, encouraged me to get back into YouTube and, you know, make more videos for you guys. So special shout out to him. If you're ever playing Napoleon with him, make sure to thank him. And thank you again to all my other subscribers. Look at this battle here. Oh, look at that smoke. Poor guy got hit by artillery. Oh man, they are gone. They're history. And well, here are the casualties going down. Wonderful battle. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and see you guys next time.